Some stories didn't last forever, but they left forever in you. The Fault in Our Stars was one such story of love in the face of loss, of light in the middle of darkness. It wasn't just a love story, it was quite a revolution of two broken hearts finding wholeness in each other. Hazel Grace had thyroid cancer that had spread to her lungs. She carried her oxygen tank like a silent shadow, breathing in borrowed time. At 16, she had already accepted the end. She didn't try to pretend. She just read her books, watched TV, and reread her favorite novel, An Imperial Affliction, over and over again, searching for something she couldn't quite name. Her mother, with a heart full of worry, had encouraged her to attend a support group. That's where Hazel met him, Augustus Waters. He had once been a star football player, then cancer took his leg. But it couldn't take his smile, his sharp wit, or the way he saw the world, with mischief in his eyes and meaning in metaphors. He always had an unlit cigarette between his lips. They don't kill you unless you light them, he said. And I never light them. It's a metaphor, you see. I put the killing thing between my teeth, but I don't give it the power to do its killing. Hazel laughed, and something in her heart stirred. Their connection was instant, born not out of pity, but of understanding. They exchanged books, thoughts, fears, dreams, and slowly, what began as a cautious friendship bloomed into something deeper, something undeniable. Together they became obsessed with An Imperial Affliction, a novel that ended mid-sentence, just like life sometimes did. Hazel has always wondered what happened to the characters after that abrupt ending. Augustus, being Augustus, decided they deserve an answer. So he used his Ginny Foundation wish, the one wish granted to kids with cancer, to take Hazel to Amsterdam. It was more than a trip. It was a dream dipped in starlight. They sipped champagne on a boat beneath bridges older than time. They held hands under the sky that looked like it, too, was holding its breath from them. I am in love with you, Augustus told her. And I know love is just a shout into the void, but I am in love with you. Hazel has never felt more alive. Loving Augustus was terrifying, but real. It made her feel infinite. The meeting with book's author, Peter Van, turned out to be heartbreaking. He offered no answers, only bitterness. But it didn't matter, because Hazel and Augustus had already found what they were truly looking for: each other. And just when it all seemed too beautiful to break, it did. Augustus' cancer had to come back, aggressive, unstoppable. He began to fade, slowly, painfully. Hazel watched the strongest boy she knew become fragile. She stayed beside him through every appointment, every quiet night, every shared glance, filled with the things words could never say. You give me a forever within just a few days, Hazel whispered to him once, and he smiled through the pain because he knew she meant it. Before he passed, Augustus wrote a letter to Van, a book author, not about his own life, but about Hazel. She's so beautiful, he wrote. You don't get tired of looking at her. You never worry if she is smarter than you. You know she is. She is funny without being mean. And I love her. I'm so lucky to love her. Hazel read those words long after he was gone. And in her tears, there was also gratitude. Augustus had left her too soon. But he left her with love, real, true, and unforgettable love. A love that most people never find, even if they live to be 100. The Fault in Our Stars wasn't about death. It was about the way love made pain bearable. How it gave meaning to even the smallest of moments. How two strangers found something eternal in a world that promised them nothing but endings. Now I would like to know what was your story. Comment down and let's share each other with a heart. And if there is a book that lives in your heart, one you want to hear next, drop your request in the comments and I would love to bring it to life just for you. Remember, real love doesn't always come wrapped in perfect moments or lifelong promises. Sometimes it's in the shared silence. Sometimes it's in the last goodbye. But always it stays. It lingers, and even when it's gone, it echoes.